Hi everyone, I'm Krista Salinger and I'm in Dr. Cooper's lab here at the University of Kentucky. In these past few months we have been researching LPS's effect on crayfish heart rates. And today I will be walking you through how to analyze these heart rates both after injection and before injection. Alrighty, so let's get started. I'm going to open up the file here and we use LabChart. You guys might be using something different, but it's the same idea in every software you use. So here we have two channels. We have one channel on the top that represents one crayfish data, and then another channel on the bottom that represents the second crayfish heart rate data. So here we'll look at the bottom right here. And if we want to just use one channel, you can go ahead and just zoom in on one by pulling up that bar right here. So we're going to be analyzing the blue heart rate on the bottom. And so what you do here, you can just scan through like this. So you can see the whole data right here, the whole data collection. And then what we want to do is, so as you can see there's like comments made right here. I don't know if your software will allow you to make comments directly on the file, but what you would want to do would be to just make manual comments on either pieces of paper or open up an Excel file and do it that way. So what we're going to do here is we're going to zoom, so you see the saline injection. So it's best when you're analyzing heart rates to analyze a few minutes before and then a few minutes after the injection. And what we also want to do, which I'll discuss later, is to look for pauses. And I'll zoom in on that later. So we're going to start here and we can zoom in on heart rates. So you can just click and drag. And then up here in the window, you're just going to hit this magnifying glass right here and it'll zoom view. And so as you can see, it's easier to observe the peaks of each heart rate, which that's what you'll be counting when you analyze. So the bottom here you can see the time, and what you'd want to do is you normally data collect for about a minute. So here I will start like on an even 8 minutes, and then here on my data collection I can just add a comment directly by right clicking and adding a comment, but again you guys might want to manually collect or manually comment on your data using another sheet. Sorry, 1 second here. So we're going to zoom in again. Okay, so this is how you will start. So I'm going to go to 820, which is an even, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my comment. So I can say start heart rate collection. And I'm going to add a comment right here. And you'll just begin manually counting. So if you want to zoom even further, you can. And then you'll start at this 820 marker and you'll just count the peaks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you'll just go and so on until you reach a clean, even minute. And then, I know, again, you might want to manually note this, but like say you lose track and you don't want to lose track of how many you've counted. Then like maybe at 8:30, maybe every like 30-second mark, your notebook, oh, this is a 48. And so you don't lose track of your numbers. And then if you want to zoom out, you just click out, or you can, if you zoom back in, window, magnify, or you can just go back to window. And then you can just go back. And then another thing we want to analyze again is the pause, like I had mentioned earlier. So if we just scan through the data, I'm just going to show you a quick pause so you know what you're looking for and how to collect the time of that pause. So here, for instance, we'll just collect this one right here. Again, you want to zoom. Okay. So as you can see, there's this long pause in the heart rate. You see no peaks or troughs. And how you analyze this is, see this M marker right here in the bottom left-hand corner? You're going to want to put it at the bottom of the trough here. And then you're going to move your mouse all the way along. And this marker like serves as a mark for the time. So you're going to move it all the way over here. And you should see up in this T right here, as you move along, the time changes. So this marker sets the time. And then you move all the way along here, and then you move it to the end, right before the heart rate starts to pick up again. And you can see in the top left-hand corner, it's a 27.97 second pause. And so that's how you'll analyze pauses. Sometimes there'll be random pauses in the data, and sometimes what we're looking for is pauses right after injection or right after a tail touch or some kind of stimulation event. So then if you want to go back to your data, you can just click out of this, and there you are. And then again, so like after this injection, you'll look for your comments, and we analyze the injection before. Here's the saline injection before, and you would want to analyze the injection after to see if there's a depression in heart rate or if there's an increase in heart rate, and that all comes with data analysis and statistics later. But if there is for an increase in heart rate, let's see, what else can I show you here? Again, you can move up. Say I would want to analyze channel 1 in red, then you can just move down and zoom in again. And then here along the bottom axis on the mouse is pointing. Let's say we want to go back to the channel 2. So this right here, you can compress the horizontal scaling, which will make it smaller and smaller and smaller, and you can kind of see the peaks already there, or the pauses there. Or you could expand horizontal scaling, and that'll give you more of an idea of the individual heart rates instead of zooming in all the way. So whatever works for you. I like manually zooming in on the window, but you could also take longer sections and just zoom in on the bottom with the expand horizontal scaling mechanism there. Alrighty. I think that is it. Thank you for your time. Enjoy, guys.